At a place like this, you're never alone. I'm gonna walk through this with you.
Amazing kiddo.
You show them compassion, empathy, and you show them how to care for people.
No, Papa, no.
I'm coming to see you.
It's loving, it's caring, it's everything the world should be.
Pack up your bags, get out the door, you don't get chemo anymore.
There are people who I've never even met who have made such an impact on my life.
And they become like family to me.
To give and to care. If we can spread that, I think the lessons are enormous.
It's way bigger than me, it's way bigger than you, and it's way bigger than them.
We're all here to help one another, because when you're together, you can make things happen.
It's so good to see you all. I'm so sorry, you can probably hear it in my voice even though you cannot see it on my avatar, but that video made me really emotional, and I just want to say, like, I can't think of anything more right now that I would want to be doing than to help bring awareness and bring funding to an organization like St. Jude. And so everyone, thank you so much for being here to support this incredible cause that is so, so important. Sorry, wiping away my tears, I'm okay. But everyone, this show, as you saw, welcome to the Lindsey Stirling Live Artemis Reprise show. This is in partnership with Wave XR and St. Jude Hospital. So this is an interactive show. We want it to be that, so please send me your chat questions. And I love it when you do that because I get to see you guys appear in the sky like stars, and I get to see them, and it makes me feel close to you at a time when we're all so far apart and I don't get to tour, and I miss being able to see and interact and meet you guys. So I see we have people from South Africa, from France. Thank you for being here. So I partnered with St. Jude for this show because they are leading the way in the way that the world understands, treats, and defeats childhood cancer and other life-threatening diseases. And they will not stop until no child dies from cancer. You know, and I know that we are all facing challenges right now in our own corners of the world. However, your generosity can help save a child's life. Together, your generous gift can make a huge difference. So thank you to those who have already donated even before the show began. And for everyone else watching, you can enjoy the show and you can donate throughout the entire performance and till the end of the week by clicking the link below. So also a fun little side note is that our top donor from today's show will receive a special one-of-a-kind custom violin art piece, which is very cool if I do say so myself. So the donation page and the competition will be open for the rest of the week, so please continue to donate. And at the end of the week, we will be announcing the winner on socials. So you can follow me at Lindsey Stirling, or you can also follow St. Jude and the Wave XR to find out who the winner is. So also, one last thing, you have to stay tuned in order to catch a very special video at the end of the performance. It's an exclusive interview with St. Jude patient and violinist Aleshi and myself. And so we'll be chatting, and that's going to play at the end. So stay tuned. Now, I also want to talk to you guys. And I see so many of you guys. Let's see, we got people from Mexico. If anyone has any questions, now's the time to type them because I'm looking up at you. Again, I just want to say how special this feels. It's been so long since I've done a show, and I really miss it. I really, really miss being able to have these kind of interactions, and I see people from Russia and from all over the world, and anyways, thanks for being here. But I have done a lot of talking, I know you didn't come here to see me talk and get emotional, so I think now's a great time to go into our first song, which is Underground. I'll clap for myself there. So anyways, guys, keep sending in your chats. I love to be able to talk with you guys and see what you're saying and what you're thinking. And also, not only can I see your comments, but it's really cool and so exciting for me that I can see your donations popping up on the screen. I mean, I've seen, everything from $3 to $500 to like people. I mean, anyways, just thank you so much for all of your donations. It's making such a big difference. And we are able to make a big difference as we, that's why I've partnered with St. Jude. So thanks to all of you. And treatments invented at St. Jude have helped push the overall childhood cancer survival rate from 20% to more than 80% since it opened more than 50 years ago. Even now, families facing childhood cancer and other life-threatening diseases can turn to St. Jude. And that is because of you. And if you're able to help, then please consider giving. And the reason that I wanted to do this, why I said immediately yes to this opportunity to do this show with them, was because I've spent quite a bit of time in the hospital, not for myself, but for loved ones. And I've lost people in my life to cancer. And it's something that makes me really emotional because, this is a chance that each of us have to help other people who sit in those hospitals, who struggle with this, or maybe who could be saved by further research. And so this is a cause that is so, so near and dear to my heart. And I just appreciate you all for making a difference, because it's like in life, sometimes we're the people that need the help, and other times we're the people that can give the help. And when I'm in an opportunity, or when any of us are in an opportunity to get to give, like what else is life about than that? Than to help somebody else. And so I want to give a shout out to our top donor at the moment. It's the VR Fund at $250. So thank you so much to the VR Fund. Remember that the top donor gets a one-of-a-kind art piece of a customized violin art piece. And so we'll be announcing that on socials later this week at Lindsey Stirling, at St. Jude, and at the Wave XR. So anyways, I love you guys so much. I see so much love from you guys. Someone's calling my avatar beautiful. I know, she looks pretty good. She did not eat a lot of cookies in quarantine, unlike someone else that I know. I told them to don't add that to my avatar. But you guys are so amazing, and seeing your comments, seeing your love, it makes me feel so close to you. So thank you guys so much. The next song is Artemis, and we'll go into that. Hello again. I love seeing your chat. So does anyone have any questions that you have for myself on this lovely rainy day in this cyber world? I love this, by the way. You know, all we've been able to do for the last while is live stream concerts, and most of those have consisted of shows while sitting on a couch in my living room. And so this just is highly, highly elevated, and it's just so exciting to be part of something that feels like a show. So anyways, yeah, if any of you guys have any questions, I love seeing them. I also, how old am I? I am 33, soon to be 34. I'm about to, my birthday's coming up. Which is pretty exciting, I guess. Woohoo! I'll get a cake or something. How old was I when I learned violin? I started when I was 6 years old. So I have been playing, I think I've logged my 10,000 hours that they say you have to put in to be an expert at something. Let's see, where's some of the questions? They're moving around. How do I cope with quarantine? You know what? I cope with quarantine by taking it day by day and being really kind to myself, because some days I feel great, other days are really hard, and sometimes it's for no reason at all. It's just a hard time full of a lot of unsurety, and giving myself a lot of grace. You know, whenever I start to get overwhelmed, I'm just like, it's okay. We're all in this together, and that helps me remember that all the feelings that we experience are very normal. And you just have to take it day by day, and lots of pats on the back. I give myself gold stars all the time, whether it's I made my bed in the morning or I put on workout clothes, you know, things like that, get gold stars, just so I can stack little wins and feel good. Will I come to Australia? I was supposed to be there this summer, so we will definitely plan to come back. Let's see. Let's see, where did you get the mocap suit? Oh, well, I am borrowing this from my wonderful friends at the Wave XR. So I do not own this, but they are the ones that put together this incredible show and, you know, did all the graphics for it. And so it's been really fun to work with them, and definitely they helped me get this mocap suit together. It's pretty fancy, right? Oh. It can keep up. I'm actually pretty amazed. It's cool. I get to watch it happen virtually in front of me. But this show is really special to me because it kind of encapsulates not only my album and kind of the inspiration for the album as I play songs from my most recent album, but also it's all inspired by the world from my comic book, which my comic book and my album, they're both called Artemis. They both tell the same story. One is like the soundtrack, and one is, you know, development of the characters. And it's really fun when I get a chance to fuse those two worlds together. And by the way, I just want to say, seeing all the little gifts pop up from all your donations makes me so incredibly happy. Because it just means that you guys are helping forward research and helping people pay for treatments that otherwise they could not afford. And you guys are literally helping save lives. You know, and St. Jude was built from the compassion of everyday people. And if you can give, this is the time to give. This is the time that, you know, there's so many things in life that we can't control. And I know that a lot of people aren't in a position to give back right now. However, for those of us that can, that is what gives me purpose in life right now, because sometimes it is hard to understand why everything is happening the way it's happening. However, when I get a chance to serve in even a tiny way or be there for somebody, it makes me remember that, like, that is the point of everything. And that's why we're all here. So thank you so much. Also, our top donor at the moment is Archer and Harrison Stansell, and they have just donated $500. So thank you so much, you guys. Like I said, seeing your gifts pop up just make me so incredibly happy. Thank you. And now we'll go on to the next song. This is Crystallize. Hello, hello. Good to see you guys again. Keep sending in your chats, of course. that of course, that one is Crystallize. That's a special song to me because that is the first time that I felt like I really connected with so many of you. A lot of you guys probably found me through that song, so it's always really special to get to play that for you guys. And again, since I can't be out there performing for you in person, this is the next greatest thing, and just also so special that we can do it, like I said, in such a cool way. It makes me really excited to get to perform here today. But I have a few more songs for you guys. This next song that I'm going to play for you is called The Upside. And this song was written about holding on, about how sometimes we feel like we're upside down, we feel like we're inside out, or like everything is like confusing. And right now I think we can all relate to that kind of a feeling. However, we can always find hope. And truly, truly, by donating today, you're not only bringing hope to yourself and that feeling that we all get when we get to do something for someone else, but you're bringing hope for people who sometimes, I'm sorry, I'm so emotional. I'm always emotional, but especially right now. But you're bringing hope to people that are going through the darkest times of their lives. And that is something that you will never forget, and they will never forget. And, I just, someone really, really close to me lost her baby this week, and I think that's why I'm extra emotional about this, because they weren't able to save her baby because they didn't know how to treat this disease yet, and she lost her little newborn. And I hope that by what we do in moments like this and by giving back, that we get to give hope to people that these things can be solved in the future, for those that we love and for those that need hope. So that is what this song is about. That's why we're here today. Thank you, Kevin Kevin Nasman, for donating $523 because you just became our top donor. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone who's donated from $1 to $523. It means the world to me. And I, like I said, that's why we're here today, is to not only entertain, hopefully, but to give back. Also, after The Upside, I'll be playing my song Guardian, and that was specifically written about guardian angels, and because I've lost people, because I lost my dad and I lost my best friend, both to cancer. After that experience, I felt so strongly ever since then that angels are not only looking after us, but I believe they are incredibly close by, and that they are guarding us. They're our warriors. They're fighting for us, and they're trying to help us, make us feel loved. They're trying to help us feel inspired, help us be given intuition. And I know that my angels are guiding me all the time. However, I don't think I've ever felt the presence of angels more than when I visit children's hospitals. And it's something I do on a regular basis. When I'm on tour, I stop and we go to the children's hospitals and we'll play for the kids. And there is such a powerful spirit in that room. And I know it's because angels are guarding these children and helping them find hope. And I guarantee you, my personal belief, this is Lindsey's beliefs here, I'm going into spirituality, I know, but I believe that when we help those that angels are guarding, that then we get help from those angels as well. And so this next song is The Upside, and after that we'll be playing Guardian. Thank you so much for being here.
The dark side of the moon, all these new feelings got me so confused. I wanna cut it loose, not sure that I can do this without you. Now I'm lost and I'm broken, dripping like the ocean. Heart's been cut wide open, changing and I know where the other side of you. That's what I've been trying to get used to. But you know I'm holding on and I'm upside down, on my way to the upside now. I'm on my way out. Don't know if I'm outside up, I'm inside out, but I won't give up. I'm on my way.
thank you so much for tuning in to Lindsey Stirling Live, the Artemis Reprise show. But the show is not over yet, so stay tuned because I'm going to be sitting down with an incredible St. Jude patient and violinist named Aleshi. Also, once again, thank you so much for all of your generosity. And I can't wait to see the incredible violin artwork that is going to be gifted to our top donor. And do not forget that donations will remain open until the end of the week. I'm also so excited because we've almost reached our goal amount for the campaign already just in the last 30 minutes. So thank you so much for your generosity because all of this money goes directly to families and to research and to help more and more people in need. And also, new top donor, everybody shout out to Dan with $1,000 and Gentle Wind with $1,000. You guys, that is so amazing. Thank you so much for all your generosity. Also, thank you so much to the Wave XR for this incredible show that they put together with their technology, and they designed it, and it's so powerful. And again, just thank you to everybody. Before I start crying again, and before I get emotional, we're gonna cut to see the video interview. Hi, Aleshi. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Lindsey.
Yeah, I'm Aleshi.
By the way, the first thing I noticed about you is, well, one, you have such a beautiful smile, but your hair is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love big hair, and I'm always trying to make my scrawny little hair look big. So anyways, you have such beautiful hair.
Thank you. I like yours too, though.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot. So tell me, how has St. Jude helped you? I know you've had quite a journey with them. So what has that been like? How have they helped you?
Well, I've been there since I was like 6 months old. They've helped me a lot. They give me all my medicine is free and all my treatments are free. And so my parents don't have to worry about anything and I don't have to worry about anything. And they're so nice. And they have like hangout times. Even when I'm not in the hospital, I can come and hang out with other kids like me. And they have games that we can play around town. It's really fun.
That is amazing. I absolutely love St. Jude. I think that it's so incredible that they, like you said, your healthcare is free. And it's like, that's how it should be. Health and wellness should be something that is free to everyone. And it just makes me so happy to hear that has been the experience that you've had and they've been able to help you. So I hear that you are a violinist. So can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Okay, so I've been playing violin since I was 2 years old. Me and my brother play it together. Yes.
2 years old?
Yes. I used to play
gosh.
We used to practice with a little wooden stick and a piece of wood, just practicing how to hold it and play it. So I didn't play a real violin, but I've been learning all about it since I was little. And I played all through elementary school, and I joined orchestra in middle school, and now I'm going to 10th grade, and I still do it, and I really do love it.
Oh my gosh. So you had a stick and a piece of wood to start with. Yeah. I had a cereal box, and then we put a toilet paper roll on the end of it, like to practice with. I hear you also like to travel. Is that true?
Yes. My parents were both from Nigeria. And so every time we can go, we go and we hang out with my cousins and my aunts and uncles. And it's so much fun.
Do you want to be a musician, or what are some of your life goals?
Well, I always want to keep playing violin or keep playing any instrument, but I think through everything that I've done with St. Jude, I really do want to help other people. And so I want to be that cool doctor that'll come in and maybe play violin if you're feeling bad or whatever. So I want I love into my profession.
Wow. So you want to be a doctor?
Yes.
You sound like someone who has learned to find the beauty in everything. And it's really inspiring.
Yeah, I mean, it leads back probably to sickle cell and St. Jude because, sometimes in the hospital, there's either you can either just sit there in pain or you can find something else to do. And St. Jude gives you Xbox so you can play video games and all sorts of things that you can do. So I guess I realized that there's always a fun way to do things.
it has been so nice chatting with you today. Did you have any last questions for me? I feel like I've done like so much talking.
How did you choose violin to be your instrument? Did you have any other choices, or was it always just like violin?
Oh, I chose the violin because my parents loved music. They loved classical music. And when I was like just tiny, they would play a lot of classical music in our home. And then I remember there were these like orchestra concerts in the park that were just community events by where we lived. And they would take us to those. And the violins, you know, they always get the solos and they always kind of are the show offs of the orchestra. And so I just was like, I want to play that. They always get the fast notes and they always get the solos. And so in my mind of like a 5-year-old, I was like, that's the star. I want to be that.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, that's all about. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for your time today. It was so nice to just sit and chat with you. And you have such a positive presence about you. I can feel it even through the screen on my phone. And I'm so grateful for all the things you said. And it really, you know, makes me think about constantly trying to find the positivity in my life. And I think that anyone who probably is around you feels that same way. So thank you for just being who you are and for sharing that with me today.
Thanks.
Thank you guys again for tuning in to Lindsey Stirling Live, the Artemis Reprise in partnership with the Wave XR and St. Jude. You know, and thank you so much for your donations. You guys have been so incredibly generous, and together your generous offers make such a huge difference. And, you know, I love talking to Aleshi because I loved how optimistic she was and how she really had learned to look for the good in life. And I think as all of us go through our own different kind of hardship right now, these are the times that are honestly helping us look for the beauty around us, because we have to look a little harder to find it. Just like Aleshi shared with me that she had to find ways to stay optimistic and positive, and it has changed her life. And we all have that opportunity right now to look for the silver linings and make that part of who we are. We all are becoming the kind of people who will look for silver linings if we make that choice to do so. And together your generosity is going to save lives. It's going to help families. It's going to bring hope to so many people. And again, the top donor will receive a special one-of-a-kind violin art piece customized just for you to celebrate this event and this community that we've been with today. We'll announce the winner next week on my socials at Lindsey Stirling and at St. Jude and the Wave XR. So top donor shout out. Oh my goodness. Okay, first we had, I think it was the Tucker family. The Tuckers donated $1,111.11. So thank you to the Tuckers, and also an anonymous donator just donated $10,000. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's such a huge honor to partner with St. Jude on a show that is so special to me for such an amazing cause and bringing hope and light to so many people. You know, and I'm so grateful to the work that St. Jude does to find treatments to help us all understand how to better treat cancer and to help any children with life-threatening diseases. And they will not stop until cancer is eradicated. And I love that. So thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much. I cannot wait till I get to see you in person. But until then, this was a really special experience and something that I will remember. So sending you love wherever you are in the world.